Okay. My voice is still a little froggy, but it's getting better. But you can tell it's very dark in here because we have decided that we are going to go on an adventure this morning. It's 6:30 in the morning. That's why it's really dark. But all in all, that's a good thing because usually I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning. So I actually got to sleep in. But a town near us is having an opening, a grand opening event for the Dollar General. So we are going to go over there and we're going to get in line. I don't know what it's going to be like. I've never been to a grand opening, like when the doors open. So we're going to try it. We don't get out much. Anyway, there's some free stuff if you show up there first. And for the first 50, there's a free $10 gift card. So we're going to try it. But I thought it'd be fun, not only just because it's a grand opening and we like weird things for adventures, but I'll see if there's anything that is there that is a really cool thing to use in setting up your collector doll dioramas, or in doing face-ups, or in, you know, just props, or anything that can be maneuvered over for clothing. So we're going to check it out. So if it's successful, then I'll be back to finish this video, and if not, well, it's still going to be a fun day. See ya. Okay, we're in the van, all 3 of us, and you can tell it's very, very cold outside because my windshield is all fogged up, which is exciting. But we have de-icer, so we put some de-icer on the window, and we are driving in the dark to a store. Now, a lot of you will say, oh, that's no big deal. We do, you know, Black Friday every year, but I never do Black Friday. Never. 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 I'll take that back. I did it once. And unless you're like going after a lot of the really big ticket items, it doesn't really do any good for me because I ended up saving like $2. So I thought I'm never doing this again, and I haven't. I go to bed. But this isn't as early, and it's close by, so we're going to try it. And so Maddie's in the back seat.
She doesn't want to be in the video.
She's half asleep. And then Savannah has the camera, and we're at a stoplight, so... Oh, now it's green. Sorry.
My face will be revealed.
You can just turn it around if you want. So, we're driving. We're driving. There you go. So, yeah.
It's just going to look like this.
I'm really curious because we live in a small town, and the town that we're going to, where they're opening the store, is even smaller than the one in which we live. So I'm really curious. I have no idea what this is going to be like. We're going to be there an hour early before opening, so I have no clue. I mean, we may get there and it'll just be a ghost town in the parking lot, you know, with, you know, tumbleweeds blowing by in the frosty air, and we'll just sit in the van and wait. But there might be a line, so I don't know. I have no idea what this is going to be like, and we'll see. And it's really funny. So I just think of all these grand openings, you know, like fancy restaurants and big fancy stores, and, you know, and we're going to a Dollar General.
We're humble people.
We're humble people. we take pleasure in small things.
We're frugal.
So the frugal, I like that. We're frugal. And a lot of you doll collectors and customizers, you know what I'm talking about, because you look for things that can be transformed. And so that's what we're going to... Oh, there's people on the side of the road. Oh. Yikes. Look out, I'm driving on an icy road. So, and I don't have studs. Should I say that?
Well, it's not really icy on the road, so I think you're fine.
Just frosty, I guess.
Just kind of frosty.
Yeah. So, here we go. So, we're leaving our little town. See, that didn't take long, did it? That's how long it takes to get through our entire town. And now we're going to go between towns. So, we're going to be out in the country. We're coming into town, and their Christmas lights are up, which is fun. And so we're going to come and see just how busy this little parking lot is. And we're slowing down the speed limit. Oh, the Christmas lights look nice. Oh, and I see the store.
The camera's not picking up how it actually makes the town look nicer.
Oh,
it just looks like the town with lights on it.
Oh, and look, there's cars in the lot.
Oh.
And this car is, let's see, pulling over.
Oh, there's no, you have to drive farther down to the little curb.
Yeah. Oh, and there's people waiting. Look, we're not the first and only ones. Okay, so here we go.
The parking lot is very small.
The parking lot is small.
They didn't oh, they're waiting outside.
Yes, people are waiting outside. So we're gonna have to go get in line. A line has started. And we're officially an hour early. So what do you think, girls?
I don't want to stand in the cold, but I mean, this is why we came.
I know, it's cold and they have to have blankets and everything.
I did bring a coat. Oh, I didn't bring, oh, you have tissues.
I'm gonna see if I can have my spot.
I have a cold, so. Oh wait, here, let me do this now thing.
Oh. Oh, and they have chairs and they're out there in the cold. Right. So we are the number, let's see, 4, 5, and 6. Oh. Hi everybody, welcome back. We did the store thing, so we got there and we had a great time. I've never been to an official store opening, so we made it there and got in line. We were like the first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 5, 6, and 7 in line. But then the people who were already there, they had been saving spaces, which I don't think technically you're supposed to do. But it ended up that we still were in line soon enough that each of my daughters and I, we all received a $10 gift card. And then we also were in line soon enough, obviously, to get the fun little tote bag and a cup. So I have everything that we got. So, of course, you know, I'm always looking for things for us doll collectors to enjoy. So here is the doll bag. Doll bag? Sorry. The Dollar General bag. It's just cute, you know, black and yellow like bumblebees. That's okay. And then inside, there was a cup, which, why I want this, I don't know. But it was just fun to go and get the fun stuff, you know. And then inside, though, we got a surprise. This is some, what is it? Some Aussie shampoo or conditioner. So, Aussie conditioner, and I think this is like laundry detergent. So, there you go. That's always a great thing. So, those were in the little freebie thing as well. And then I'll show you the things that I did find for the doll hobby and for the BJD hobby. So, they did have an interesting new design of self-adhesive covering, and it's not contact paper, it's a different brand, Magic Cover. But I do like this brand because it's not removable. Some of them now will say removable, which is nice if you're putting it in a drawer or on a shelf. You can take it off easier. But when I'm making my doll cases, I want it to be just the permanent adhesive, because when I put it on, I want it to stay. And I've never seen this design. It's like a gray, not marble, well, maybe a little bit marbleized, but it's almost like little honeycomb design with grays. And there were 3 rolls, so I got 3. So I think I would have enough to mix and match with some of my other black or white and to get a doll case out of this. So I got those. I bought all they had, which I've done before. I go and if I find a new design that I haven't seen anywhere else, I'll just get everything that they have. Then I also found some little combs that are a nice size to travel with me to like doll shows and events where I want to upkeep my wigs and make sure that they're looking good. Plus there's 6 in here, so I can snag one for myself, but I can have one in like one of the doll cases in my little bin of accessories, and then one that I take with me to the doll show. So I got some combs. That's exciting. I also found, and I'd never really looked for them before, but I found them, and they're little, I think they're supposed to be eyebrow shapers, but they're just like a little razor, like a tooth razor, which will be awesome to help in actually shaping wigs. So if you want to shave on a wig and shape it to a shorter haircut, or you want to do something on one side or whatever of a wig, of the fur wigs that I make, I can actually use this to sculpt and shape the wig. So I got some of those. Then, let's see, I found some gold metallic paint. That wasn't very much, so I got some gold metallic paint. I also found that they had some watercolor markers, not just colored pencils, but watercolor markers, which I like to use for face-ups. So I got one of these little boxes, and I think it was $1.47, something like that, for, and I don't have my glasses on, I just took them off, so I can't tell how many there are. It looks like 8 for 8 pencils. So I thought I'll try those, see if they're any good. Then I found they actually had some oven baked clay, which I was excited to find. I have some clay that's a skin color that I was going to work on sculpting a doll, and that project has been moved out. I need to do extensive work on that because all the clay got really brittle and she fell apart. I mean, literally fell apart, crumbled, and so I have to redo a whole bunch of work. Here's her little face, in case anyone hasn't seen it yet. So here's the little head that I did, and so yeah, but her body fell apart. It's very sad, but there she is. But one day I'll finish her and get to working on it. So I'd like to make this clay into some shoe soles for the BJDs, and then to make some shoes but have a hard sole. So I thought I would try some of that. So this clay was $4. I don't remember. And then lastly, of course, I'm always looking in the Christmas aisles. It's that time of year again, and I found a couple things. I saw some things at Bi-Mart that were the ugly sweater wrappings for like champagne and stuff like that, and so, but they were a little bit more. But at the Dollar General, I found for $1 there's a little hat, and it's clipped onto the cardboard, but there was a little hat that looks really cute and a scarf that matches, so that was $1, as well as a fun little stuffed ornament that I'm going to snip off the little strings, but it just makes a really cute little plushie for your BJDs. So I've done the whole ornament thing before. I don't know if they will show up there in the camera or not, but you saw the crowns and stuff in our video last year. So once again, just because I did check out the holiday aisles, which I always do, so here's some fun things. And like I say, you can find the little bottle wraps will often have a sweater, and a lot of them will very easily fit a quarter scale MSD size doll. And then I just thought this was a fun little soft plushie for my BJDs. So anyway, that's what I was able to get at the Dollar General at our store opening, and it was a lot of fun. Also, for you guys, I have a new pattern set. So a couple videos ago, I did, can you tell I've been under the weather? My brain just went like this. I did the box opening for the MiroDoll 66cm male body to go on the poncho head, the Granado poncho head. And though I had some clothing that fit the 70cm resin sole, it is too big for him. So I wanted to make him some clothes, but I didn't have a basic set until now. So I've posted it on the website already, on the blog post, and also on the ready to print page and on the free stuff page. So you can look at the free stuff page and you'll see a visual of all the patterns that are available. They're all for free. And then also you can go to the ready to print page for a link to the free PDF. So this pattern is already finished. It's already posted and available for you there. It is also on the blog post for November 24th. Which is the day that I'm recording right now, but I'm not sure it's the day that this video will actually go up. So if you go to the November 24th, 2019 post on the blog, you can just hit that link right there in the post. But if it's later, you can always go to the ready to print page. And now, before I go, I will just address a little bit of what I have seen going on with YouTube. Just my channel's not very big, I'm still fairly new, but there are some things that affect how we put things on YouTube. So just so that you guys are all aware of kind of what I've done, I did have a few videos that I have marked as directed towards children. They were 4 videos that were a flannel graph story that is for children, and so I marked those. And then also a video I did where I built a maze for Vacation Bible School, and those, they're very much for children, so I mark those as such because I want to be very upfront. Right now my channel's not monetized anyway, and all my patterns are free, so I'm not getting anything from YouTube like monetarily. So it's I'm not worried really about that because I'm not gaining anything. I'm not accessing any information from anybody. I'm just putting out stuff that I like to do. If in the future, if I were to monetize, of course it would affect how I do things, but I want to be very upfront. So just so you all know, on the channel we have to pick whether our channel is directed at kids or it's not directed at kids. And because we deal with collector dolls and we deal with sewing machines, I have marked my channel as not for kids, just so that you're all aware. If you are teaching children to sew, that's totally up to you. But this channel is not really directed at that because I am not there with a child to oversee what they're doing on a sewing machine. And so that's your job. And so I just want you guys to know that's what I've done with our channel, is that it's for teenagers and adults who could independently go to a sewing machine and learn how to use it. If you're teaching your children to sew, I am excited because I want kids to learn how to sew, but that's not what this channel is doing because, like I say, I'm not with them with a sewing machine to say, be careful, your finger can go through there. Especially when I do the video on my industrial machine. No, not for kids. So just so that you guys are up to date, I know there's videos flooding YouTube right now with all kinds of information and updates constantly, but I want to, of course, comply with the law. I want to protect children because that's a very big soft spot in my heart. So just to let you guys know, the things that are definitely for children, that's what I've marked them as. And then the things that we do for the doll collectors, because it's resin dolls, if you're going to be sculpting things with clay that has to be baked, that produces fumes, there's a lot to it. And so I have marked the channel as not for kids. And then that way, if youngsters are watching with parents and people who are overseeing that, then I'm tickled about that. But it's not geared toward children. Just so you guys kind of know where we are. I just thought I'd put it out there just because it's a big thing right now and it's kind of blowing up and people are worried. But for right now, I mean, I looked at the demographic even, and it's all grown-ups that are watching. So I think we're good to go. We're good to continue. And of course, I will be happy to comply with what we need to do. But that way you kind of know what's going on too. So anyway, with that note of business kind of taken care of, I will go ahead and sign off and put away some of my treasures, and then you can go ahead and click the link below, of course, and get to my website so you can grab this pattern. So until next time, happy sewing. Bye.